Good morning, everybody. It's Miss Emily from the Play Center, and I hope that you've been enjoying the tinkering starter kit that we dropped off last week. I hope you've had a chance to add some own items from your home and decorate your tinker box and explore and build creative things with these household items. And I have a story I'm going to share with you, so let's do our before story time song. And feel free to join me in hush, shh, quiet please, let's all gather near. Find your grown-up and sit right down, circle time is here. Oh, hush, shh, quiet please, let's all gather near. Find a loved one and sit right down, because today fairy tale time is here. So we've been kind of talking about building things, and today, instead of a book, I'm going to share a fairy tale with you. Now, fairy tales are it's a fictional story. It's not true. It's a made-up story that features some characters that we don't necessarily see in our everyday life. They could have witches and goblins and giants and princesses, fairies, and talking animals. It's kind of outlandish, and there's some far-fetched elements to a fairy tale typically, and the sequence of events usually has some element of fear, but then typically a happy ending that is supposed to teach some type of lesson. So because there's no real author to fairy tales, they can change from family to family as they get passed down. And you know, there's a basic concept, but I'm going to do a little spin about, and let me show you, there's some clues on my fairy tale glove. Help me count how many creatures there are here. They're pink, they're pigs, oink, oink, oink. 1, 2, 3. 3 pigs. So I am going to share the fairy tale about the 3 little pigs. So once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs, and they lived with their mommy and their brothers and sisters all happily until their mama pig loved them up so much, and she said, "You are such capable pigs. It's time for you to go off in the world and have your own journey." So the little pigs took off. "Bye-bye, bye, Mommy." And she said, "Bye, stay in touch. I love you so much." And they were going along, and all of a sudden they realized they're going to need someplace to sleep at night. So they decided to build themselves a house, their own house, and their own little journeys. So the first little piggy, he wasn't very interested in building. He liked playing and singing and reading and imagining. So some people said he was a little lazy, but I think he just wasn't that interested in building. But he decided to build a straw house, so he made a house out of straw right there. Now, here's the second little piggy. And he wasn't much into building either, but he loved cooking and cleaning and keeping things neat and tidy. So he decided he had a little bit more energy, and he built a house from sticks and twigs. And there's his house. Now the third little piggy loved building. He loved building with blocks and Legos and magnetiles and boxes of all sorts, and he just could spend a lot of time every day. And he was a really hard worker, so he decided he would build a house of bricks. And there is his house. So the piggies, because they were adventurers, they actually built their house near the woods. And all of a sudden, out of the woods comes a big bad wolf. And he goes to the straw house first, and he says, "Rah, little pig, let me in." And the little pig said, "No, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Little pig, if you don't let me in," says the wolf, I'm gonna huff and puff and blow your house down. Can you guys huff and puff with me? And he blew the house down, and the little pig was like, oh no! And he ran off, and he went into his brother's house built of sticks, so the two of them were inside the house together. And the wolf chased after them, and he said, little pigs, let me in. And they said, no, 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 not by the hair of our chinny chin chins. And the wolf says, if you don't let me in, I'm going to huff and puff and blow your house down. Can you guys help me huff and puff? And he blew the house down. And the wolf says, I'm going to get you. But the little pigs were faster than him, and they ran over to their other brother's brick house. And they ran in the brick house to their brother. And the wolf chased after them. Little pigs, let me in. And they said, no, 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 not by the hair of our chinny chin chins. And he said, if you don't let me in, I'm going to huff and puff and blow your house down. Can you help me huff and puff? But the brick house was so strong that he couldn't blow it down. And he says, I'm going to try that again. Can you help me huff and puff? And he still couldn't blow it down. So he said, I'm exhausted after all this chasing and huffing and puffing. And he ran back off to the forest. And the three little pigs lived happily ever after in the sturdy brick house, each one with their own strengths, one cooking and cleaning and keeping things organized, one maintaining the house, and the third little piggy read stories and sang song and created all sorts of wonderful playthings for them to do together. All in their own unique strengths, they lived happily ever after. So that's the end of our fairy tale. I hope you have a good day. I hope you enjoy playing with your tinkering items and that you continue to add things to your tinker box and have fun exploring. So we'll see you later. Bye-bye.